is a pretty special place. Welcome to the St. Michael's Farm Preserve of the DNR Greenway Land Trust in Princeton. The farm is in Hopewell, New Jersey, and its preservation was a major accomplishment by the DNR Greenway in collaboration with local residents and state agencies and corporate sponsors. We're delighted to have this large farm here that the Greenway owns and that I am the site manager of. We are today looking at a project that the DNR Greenway has entered into in collaboration with the New York City Parks Department's Greenbelt Native Plant Center on Staten Island. And we're growing native grasses and wildflowers, 13 different species in all, in order to learn how to ramp up the scale of production of these plants for their seed, which the Greenbelt Center in New York will be using ultimately to revegetate the Fresh Kills landfill and other sites around the area.
And what we're doing here basically is acting as a farmer for the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation and producing bulk, extremely large quantities of seeds of these wild plants so that they can then be sown at the landfill and create meadows, prairie-like habitats, beautiful parks for the experience of butterflies, birds, and a whole ecosystem returning to garbage dump.
Starting at the bottom, we have a goldenrod variety, then there's a swamp milkweed. This is a different goldenrod. There's Joe Pieweed over there, and then 3 different varieties of aster going down into finishing out that second bed.
So I'm beginning to harvest smooth aster here, and as you can see, this plant is already fully in seed, whereas this one is still flowering. One of the things that we're doing with this project is trying to capture the full genetic diversity of these plants. So it's actually a really good sign to me to see that there's something different going on between this plant and the one right next to it. It means that in the seed collection that was done for this project, which tried to take seed from diverse natural populations, 5 of each for each of these plots, we actually managed to capture some difference within the species. So this is a 3-year pilot project, grant funded by the NRCS, something that we're working on together with our partners, the Greenbelt Native Plant Center in New York. And the object here is to learn how to do this sort of thing for wild species, some of which have never really been domesticated in this fashion before.